I'm going to go for something a little bit more sensible and more suitable for my needs now. Good luck. The end of an era. I'm a bit sad, but there we are. Well, good morning from Kemble Railway Station. Not been on a train for a very long time, many years in fact, but it's a one-way trip. Now I'm at Reading Station. Reading. This is Reading. Moving to platform 7. Just approaching Bournemouth. I wonder when the next time I'll get on a train. Okay, so I'm going to be making my way over to Poole in an Uber. I've never been in an Uber before. And I'm going to be picking up a new form of transport. It's not a bike though. First of all, here is the loo, because I'm breaking the neck. Been on a bloody train for 2.5 hours. So this is Bournemouth Railway Station. Right, well that's got that little job sorted. Now I've got to find an Uber. Where the hell am I going? Oh, I see. Down here where it says way out. So now I'm in an Uber for the first time.
It pays to be connected. Tesco Mobile.
On my way out to Wallisdown Road. Yeah. Right. So here we are. Yes. I'm going to buy a new engine. Not the most exciting thing to do, I guess. But it's very sensible as long as it doesn't let me down. And if it does, guess what? There's going to be an awful lot of YouTube footage and content. Here we are. Not the biggest of showrooms, but let's see what happens. I'm just about as excited as a elderly motorcyclist could be about picking up a brand new, rather unexciting car. And an electric one at that. I've had all the jokes about milk floats, but I'm much more interested in motorbikes nowadays than I am in cars. As long as it's reliable and gets me from A to B inexpensively and safely, that's what it's all about. Yeah, but it's motorbikes mainly. Looks alright, doesn't it? Very nice. Right, so here I am. Got home okay. Had a bit of a caper getting the app to connect to the car so I could time the charging. But I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning to make sure this thing was charging, and it was. At a furious rate, as to be said. So I didn't allow my batteries in the loft to discharge while this was charging from the mains at 14 pence a minute. I know you can get it cheaper than that, but I can get it for longer, and that's what I need. They're like twins, these two. Beverly's has got about another 8 inches. An extra 8 inches doesn't go awry, does it, Bev?
Well, other than when it's parking, it's a bit of a bummer.
But yours is the longer one.
Yeah, I
The
know.
Mitsubishi's the longer one.
I know, I don't like it being as long as it is.
Anyway, it's a little bit embarrassing stood outside the house, so I'm going to go somewhere else and have a chat about this, I think. Conscious that I can't possibly compete with the eloquence and fluency of the professionals who are reviewing this car, but I intend to review it as a user, and hopefully all is going to go well, but if it doesn't, you're going to find out about it. Right now I'm on my way to Swindon to see if I can sort out getting a service plan with them, actually, because I was going to get it down in Poole, thinking that it covered all the garages, but it doesn't. All the different businesses have their own service plans. So I'm going to go to Swindon and try and sort mine out. I have to say that MG Swindon were absolutely fantastic to me when I was looking to buy one of these. I went out and tried it with them. The guys there, Dan, Jamie, a few other people that I met were absolutely brilliant. But in the end, they couldn't offer me a pre-registered car at a discount. It's not the way they worked. I had a good deal for a discounted brand new one with interest-free credit, but actually I didn't need interest-free credit. So I decided to look around, see where the best cash price was, and Hendy's in Poole turned out to be that. Swindon contacted me, Dan in Swindon contacted me to say, had I made my mind up? I told him what I'd done. And obviously he was disappointed. And I said, well, I would feel guilty and wouldn't have done this if I was making a saving of about £500. But actually, I've made a saving of £6,000, or very nearly that. And it just it's common sense, obviously, if you're in a position to do it, which I was. So anyway, I'm parked up here at the moment. I'm not going to go through every detail of the car. If you want to know about it, watch one of the promotional ones, or promotional reviews. But I mean, basically the whole thing switches on when you just get into the car. This MG Pilot is worth showing because there are boings and bongs going off all over the place, and I decided that well, as most people would, that we don't want to know about certain things. I mean, I'm happy to have speed limit recognition, for instance, but I don't want it bonging at me every time I just touch the speed limit. So I've turned that off, and a number of other things I've turned off as well. But I'm not going to go right through this. But if you look at this iPad arrangement here, it's got just about every bit of information on there you could possibly want. You can, and on the driving control side, you can drive it in all sorts of modes, of course. And I'm gonna actually put it into eco mode and see what effect that has. One of the things I haven't yet worked out is how you memorize the seating position, depending on which key is used. So I'm gonna have to check that. But I mean, obviously you have all this stuff, 360-degree camera, phone, obviously, radio. I don't even know what all that. Oh, that's the onboard navigation that I will never use because I use Waze and Google Maps or whatever, and that's basically just the home screen. Not going to go through that. The home screen is easy to get to by just pressing these buttons here, physical buttons. This is the ventilation system, which I'm keeping off in order to retain battery. And this is the screen here, the front screen, and you can see I charged it last night to 100%, which is saying it's going to give me 302 miles. Whether it will or not, I've no idea. The actual, if you turn off the speed notification, it'll turn this off, and I'd rather be able to see that than not see it. So and each time I go into a speed limit, it will tell me, but it'll only tell me once. And this one down here is the regen. You've got to, so I've actually I programmed this button here. These are two programmable buttons. I programmed this one to my settings on the pilot setting, and I've set this one onto the regen, and I can press that button there, and that gives me regen. Anyway, I haven't sat in the back yet, and I'm not going to until we get the mats come in. I mean, you just see here leather seats, or part leather seats. Everybody seems to be raving about the fact that you've got MG printed into that, which is quite a nice touch. I haven't even used it. Put this down, but nice big deep cup holders there. Mats, mat holders, plenty of room there.
Sorry, but I still didn't get that. Could you repeat that for me, please?
I've got the recharge adapter from type 1 to type 2 that I've kept in there.
I didn't quite catch that.
I don't quite know why she's talking to me, but be quiet. The new number plate will be arriving soon. You can actually adjust the height of the tailgate. Obviously, if you're on the shorter side, you don't need it up to that kind of height, which I suppose is quite good thinking. This has all been seen before on the promotional videos. Somehow we've got to get a little dot in here, so I'm going to have to take this parcel shelf out completely so as we can get her crate in here. Useful storage here. We'll probably drop this down to a level, and we'll put her crate in. Seats go forward, obviously. Anyway, very pleased with it up to now. Lovely looking car, actually. Cameras all round. It's already gone rusty. Got a hole in it here, look. There's a hole in there. Look. Fancy letting it out of the factory like that, eh? God, I don't know. Quality these days. Well, I'm conscious that MG has the worst name for reliability, apparently, in brands in this country. Not that it's a British brand anymore. But the only difference is going to be, I've had MGs before. I had a Midget, and I had an MG Metro Turbo, both of which were pretty bloody unreliable. Dripping oil and God knows what, misfiring. So if this is unreliable, it'll be a different kind of unreliability to what I'm used to, or was used to then. But hopefully, if you look at all the promotional videos, they seem to think it's a brilliant little car, and up to now, I must say, I agree. So this is what happens when you get in. Comes on automatically. You don't even have to switch anything on. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Don't want that on for a start. Anyway, we shall see how it all goes.